magical friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am Jenna Karen. I am a travel agent specializing in Disney destinations and overall just a huge Disney adult. And in today's video, I am going to be talking all about Disney pins and pin trading. So if you are somebody who is getting interested in pin trading, or you don't know the rules per se about pin trading, or you're just interested in seeing my pin haul from my summer 2024 vacation to Walt Disney World, whoops, Minnie Mouse is talking to me on my Apple Watch. If you know, you know. I am here to talk about all the pins we got this summer at Walt Disney World and some of the things we got while we were pin trading. So thank you so much for being here, for liking, subscribing. Please consider hitting that notification bell and subscribing to my content. It helps me so very much. Alright, so just to start off, pin trading at Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort has been going on for many years. It is something that Tasha and I have gotten into in the last couple of years, especially Tasha, I would say, but I love collecting pins too. And it's something really fun to do in the parks that allows you to talk to other guests, to cast members, and it's sort of just like an adventure hunt, a treasure hunt for me, especially with the pin trading and finding all the boards in the parks. And it's something that we love doing. We love going, say, for an evening at Epcot and pin trading around the world, or meeting up with folks who are sitting at the front of the parks pin trading, especially at Epcot and Hollywood Studios. It brings a lot of joy and excitement to our Disney experience that is completely different from rides and attractions. And yeah, we just really love it. So we have a lot of pins that we like to trade, and I'm going to go over some of the ones that we traded for this trip. Alright, so going into a trip, we always have some trader pins ready to go. Now, you might read online, if you are trying to get into pin trading, a lot of people go online and say, how do I get into like pin trading at Disney? And it will say, go on eBay and get a cheap pack of Disney trader pins. And I really hate that advice, because most of those pins are fake. If not, all of them are fake, if I want to be that blunt. The crappy part about pin trading is that a lot of the pins at Disney have been infiltrated by fake pins. Pins are not the cheapest things to collect, and a lot of people are looking for cheaper ways to do it. So they make fakes and sell them on eBay, and then they're all over the boards at Disney. So we've really tried to become accustomed and familiar to what fake pins look like and which sets are being faked, to try and avoid them. And I mean, it's sort of inevitable to get some fakes every now and again. I am of the mindset of, if I really like the pin and I think it's really cute, whether it's a fake or not, I would trade it on a board. But I just go in with that mindset of knowing that that pin will have little to no value at the end of the day. So anyway, don't buy your pins off eBay. Please, if you want to start pin trading, get a starter set at one of the Disney parks. You can get a set with like 4 different pins and a lanyard, and you can start pin trading that way. Or you can get a mystery pack of like 5 pins, and you can start pin trading that way, instead of getting the fakes off of eBay, please. All right, so I know this is going to be a little bit of a show and tell, but a lot of the traders that we started with, like some of the ones on here, these munchlings, I started collecting the munchlings like 2 years ago, and there's 3 different sets now, 3 I believe, and so we had to buy a fair amount of packs to get all of them, so of course you end up with some extras. So the munchlings are all traders. These 3 are actually Tower of Terror pins, and then we have some hidden Mickey ones here at the bottom. So with pin trading, I really like to collect the cute pins. So like this trip I was collecting Pixie plush, princesses, and I had already collected all the munchlings, and Tasha really likes like Marvel, collecting Marvel pins and any sort of Disney transportation and that sort of thing. But I'll tell you something about these hidden Mickey pins. So the hidden Mickeys are only available if you purchase the hidden Mickey mystery packs at the parks, or you trade with a cast member who has a hidden Mickey pin. So they're a little bit more challenging to find, but they are pins that are quite often faked. But this new hidden Mickey set from 2024, not sure if there's any fakes out there yet, but they were certainly less fakes because they're new as of 2024. So I was desperately looking for, they have this series this year that is like different hats. So they had like a Cogsworth Mickey hat, a Stitch Mickey hat, a Headless Horseman Mickey hat, and I was desperately looking for those in those hidden Mickey sets. But I kept getting Star Wars, because you buy these packs of 2 and it had Star Wars, it had these Star Wars pins, it had these Marvel t-shirts, it had the Mickey hat, which I do have at least a few, so I'll find one and I'll show you. I didn't pull like any hats at all, so I gave up on trying to find all of those. I'm hoping to be able to trade online now for some of those hidden Mickey sets, because I really quite like them. I really like the hidden Mickey pin set, so we'll see where that gets me. But anyway, these are some of, well, these are all traders. All of these on these boards are traders. So this is from a Mickey Mouse set, a Mickey Mouseketeers set. So we've got Clarabelle and we've got one here as well. Tasha's collecting that set that hasn't been completed. This set I did complete the princesses, but this is just an extra because I ended up having an extra Snow White, but I thought these pins were absolutely beautiful. These ones are extras from our Kingdom of Cute set. These cups, if you're looking to get into pin trading, a great set to buy would be these cups. They're still selling them in the Disney parks, and they're sort of these coffee cups based on different characters. So obviously this is Donald, this is Belle, this is 101 Dalmatians. People are still looking for those, so it would be a great way to start pin trading. We've got, this is another one from the Kingdom of Cute set, so it goes with those ones there. Again, these are all extras. I think I'm probably going to keep Dale as Dapper Dan Dale. These pins aren't totally organized from our vacation, so I'm probably going to end up keeping this guy because he's just so cute. I love the Dapper Dans and I love Dale now, so probably going to end up keeping him. This is a great example of finding a pin off a board that is actually high quality, because unfortunately you get pins on the board that just are fakes, right? So it's hit or miss with what you're going to find, but you never know what you're going to find. So this was one we actually found on our last day at Art of Animation, a really beautiful pin. This is Gus Gus, part of the Pixie plush set that I'm going to show a little bit later. He's an extra. I just have one more to complete from that set. I just need Mushu. Again, of course, another Dale and some Marvel pins that Tasha's working on collecting. This was one pin that I really liked. This Walt Disney World license plate. I actually have this real version of the license plate hanging up in my office. It's just over there actually. I thought that was an amazing pin. Play in the Parks. These aren't trading. I don't know if people aren't really looking for these, but these are really quite nice pins, the Play in the Park pins, but nobody was looking for them this trip. Oh, this is a great example of all the hidden Mickey pins. So these hidden Mickey pins, so these are the hats that I've desperately been trying to look for, but in the mystery packs you can either get Wally, you can get Star Wars, you can get these hats. This hidden Mickey set is from last year's set, but anyway, I was so desperately looking for all those hats and I think I only have like 2, so that was disappointing for this trip. Here's some more hidden Mickey sets. So there was the villains that Tasha collected. She was able to finish that whole set this trip. Stitch, for all the different holidays, he was also in the hidden Mickey sets for 2024. So we've got a couple duplicates of him. Stitch is usually a really popular trader. I don't collect Stitch, neither does Tasha really, unless a pin's really cute, but there are tons of Stitch collectors, so it's a great one to have. All right, and here are some more Marvel pins. So we have some more of the hidden Mickeys down there, another freaking Star Wars because we kept getting Star Wars. We got some of these pins. Look at these beautiful Wish pins. We got these off boards. I couldn't believe it. You can buy these in the parks in a 2-pack. They're at least $20 for 2, and we found a lot of these on boards, which was really incredible. We don't collect Alice in Wonderland, but we also found these on pin boards, which are really nice pins. We know that people will be looking for them, And that's the thing about pin trading, is that if you see a nice pin on the board, and even if you don't want it, it's nice to choose something that you know is going to be popular, because you never know who is going to have a pin that you want. So if you have something that is really tradable or really popular, even if you don't like it, you might be able to get a pin in the future that you like better for that popular pin. All right, and here's our last trader board here. So I have a few Loungefly pins on here, these two here. The Loungefly, oh, and this one. You can get these in Canada at Hot Topic. So if you're looking to trade online, there's a lot of Facebook groups you can do pin trading on, and you're just looking for some new pins and you don't want to pay shipping from the US, the Loungefly pins are usually a good option. Also on this side, one of my favorite pins we traded for was this Epcot pin. I mean, we collect anything Epcot, but this one was just really cool. Very, very unique. And the animals, the sleeping animals, are usually quite popular too. These are still selling in a mystery pack of 5 in the park. So if you have a collection of something that's still for sale in the parks, people are usually trying to finish those sets. So they're a great one to have in your trading collection, because somebody is usually going to be looking for one of those pins. This whole Loungefly is filled with pins, so let's get into it. You should see this mess in front of me right now, pins. I don't even know where to start. We're going to start with this, I guess, because these are the Pixie plush pins that I was looking to collect. These were hard to find at the parks. They were sold out a lot of the time. But I did find them at the Emporium in Magic Kingdom, at the Rock and Roller Coaster pin station stand, and I believe Animal Kingdom Lodge had some Pixie plush. So these are the pins that I was looking to collect. A pack like this is $40 US, and it comes with 5 mystery pins. Whoopsies, making a mess here. So the only one I need from this set left is Mushu. So I'm hoping to trade that one maybe next time I go, or I might be able to trade it online. Now the set Tasha was looking to collect was the Mickey Mouse Club set. Here, Mickey Mouse Club. Okay, so again, these are another pack that's $40 for 5 mystery pins. So she was looking to collect these ones, and fortunately we found a lot of these pins on boards around the park, so that's why she decided to start collecting these, is because she found a lot of them in the park to get a good head start. So this is just an example of what some of the Pixie plush pins look like. So here's Pascal, who is so adorable. They have like little stitching like on them to make it look like they're a plush toy. Pegasus, sorry, my dogs are barking in the background a little bit, and Gus Gus. These pins are absolutely adorable. So that's why I wanted to collect those ones. All right, and I had mentioned that I was collecting some of those princess pins, so I had shown Snow White. These are a few more, so Pocahontas and Mulan, of these mystery princess pins. These are absolutely beautiful pins. I don't usually collect princesses, but when they are such beautiful pins like that, I couldn't help myself. So here's another one, Jasmine, and I know I've got Belle in this pile somewhere. I'm gonna find her. I'll come across Belle eventually, but I found a few more. So we've got Aurora and Tangled here, Rapunzel. And I found Cinderella and Tiana. These pins are absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I don't usually collect princesses, but these were so, so, so pretty. So I decided that I needed to have that set. Another thing that I really like to collect is Disney World Hotel and Land resort pins. So this is one from Port Orleans. We went there for some beignets this trip, and you can open that one up and it's Princess Tiana. I also got one from the boardwalk. This one is so cute. It has Mickey and Minnie strolling down the boardwalk together. Hopefully you can see that there. It's so, so adorable. I know I got one from Animal Kingdom Lodge too, I think, so let me find that one. Here is the Animal Kingdom Lodge pin. We went there for a couple of meals this trip, and always love visiting Animal Kingdom Lodge, so there's that one there. And here are some of the Mickey Mouse Club pins up close. So we found some of these on trading boards, which is crazy to me because these pins are actually quite nice, and you can tell they're not fake. They're real Disney pins, so it's always a treat to find some real pins on the boards. These were actually the pins that my mom was collecting this time. So these, we were calling them the flower pot pins because you buy these in what looks like a little flower pot and there's just one pin in there. It's like 15 bucks for one pin, and these are quite large actually. So this is Minnie Mouse and this is Dumbo, and these are just extra traders. She was actually able to finish her set this trip, which was awesome since she might not be back for a little while. So she was able to finish that set, which is a really, really fun set. This is one of my favorite pins I got. It's from the new Hollywood Tower Hotel collection. So it's got Donald on there being all upset, holding those bags, right? And then it folds open to reveal Mickey and Minnie, and it says the Hollywood Tower Hotel in that nice new font that matches my new Spirit jersey, if you watched my last video, in my new lounge fly. This pin, oh, this is a Cast Connection pin. This is a Kite Tails pin. I decided to get this one because Kite Tails was a show that happened at Animal Kingdom for not very long. I really like having pins that have something unique on them, or you know, something that didn't happen for a long period of time, because one day this might actually be worth a little bit of money since Kite Tails doesn't happen anymore. All right, I also found another resort pin, Old Key West. I couldn't find an Old Key West pin last time we were there at Christmas and we stayed at Old Key West. So I definitely wanted another one, or I wanted to find one this time because I'd actually stayed there. And I like collecting resort pins whether I've stayed there or not, but I especially want to collect them if I have stayed there. These are a couple of more Cast Connection pins. So these were discounted pins, and I do collect Haunted Mansion. Here's another one here of Madame Leota. I do collect Haunted Mansion. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these or not, or keep them as traders, but these were $4 each, so fairly cheap in terms of pins. So I knew that those were going to be a good purchase. And the cool thing about pin trading is even if you purchase this pin, if you decide one day that you don't want to keep it and you want to trade it or you want to sell it, you can always get something you're going to like better if you decide that that pin's not for you anymore. Okay, friends, I found Belle. Here she is from the Princess Collection. I am so disorganized with all these pins. We need to, like, every time we come home from vacation, we need to do like a whole organization thing. But anyway, here's Belle from the Princess Collection. Another pin that I found at Cast Connection. So this one was regularly $20. This is a Christmas pin, if you can tell it's a stocking. In 2023, they had a bunch of these stocking pins for all the different resorts. So this one is for Art of Animation. So I normally wouldn't have really bought this pin, to be honest, to collect. But again, it was on sale for $9, regular $20. And somebody might want this pin one day more than me and would be a good trader. So that's why I got that one. And plus it's a really cute pin. Let's get into some of the more special pins that we bought this trip. Let me just find, I have one here. So there's limited edition and limited release pins. So this is an example of a limited edition pin. So the Walt Disney World parades, they've had a bunch of different parade floats for this set. Limited edition means there's a limited number of pins made. So I'm just taking this one off the back. This one is limited edition 3000. So there's only 3000 of these pins made, which means it's going to be worth more. And we absolutely love the 3 Caballeros, so we had to have this one. Limited edition means a certain number of pins have been released. Made, sorry. Limited release means it's only released for a certain period of time. So this is an example of a limited release pin. This is another Cast Connection pin. So this is Epcot Flower and Garden 2024, Beauty and the Beast with Epcot in the background. So this would have been released for all of the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. So it's not limited edition, but it was only released for a short period of time. So again, this is one that would be worth more money than, say, something like this, which is just a regular Disney pin. This is not limited release or limited edition. This could be sold for any length of time. So it's not necessarily as unique or worth as much money, but still equally as cute, in my opinion. This was one that Tasha found. This is again a limited edition pin. This is Oliver and Company, the Arcade Collection. So you can actually, I'm not going to take this off the back, but this is like a little game that you can play. You try to get the ball in this hole. And there was a Mulan one too, but this Arcade Collection has a bunch of different movies that you can collect the whole set. And again, it's limited edition. So something that's worth a little bit more money. This is one that I absolutely love. So this is a limited edition bi-coastal collection pin. So what I really like about these bi-coastal adventures is that they do a bunch of attractions that are in both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And on one side here, you'll see the Small World in Walt Disney World, right? And then you move this over and you'll see the Small World in Disneyland. So I know they have one for like Space Mountain, I think, and Soarin', and all these different attractions that are in both theme parks on each coast, bi-coastal adventures. And you can slide one way or the other and it'll be Disneyland or Walt Disney World. So I really, really like these pins, and I have a whole new love for Small World since visiting Disneyland. So that one was a really special one. Okay, where are my other like more special pins? Okay, let's do the Halloween pins because these ones are really fun. So this limited release, so not limited edition, limited release, is the Sanderson sisters, but it's Minnie, Clarabelle, and Daisy. So I really, really like this one for Halloween 2024. It says Hocus Pocus on there. This Haunted Mansion, again, this is a limited release pin. Okay, and it is for annual pass holders only. So some pins can only be purchased by someone who is an annual pass holder. So, and because this is a limited release, it is a pin that is worth a little bit more money. So usually when there's an annual pass holder release or a Disney Vacation Club release, we will try and get those pins because they're going to be worth more. Plus, this is probably a Haunted Mansion pin that I'm going to keep because it's a little less generic and a little cooler, in my opinion. And so these are the pins we got from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So one is the annual pass holder exclusive, which is this one. So this is the same if you watched my last video on my merch haul. My shirt has the same design as this, says Mickey's Not So Scary. And this one has Chip and Dale. It says Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party 2024. They also had one like this that was Mickey and Minnie instead of Chip and Dale. But again, these two pins were exclusive to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So these are ones that you would only be able to get if you went to the party. And this one was not a Halloween Party exclusive, but you can see it's limited edition, right? And it is an annual pass holder exclusive. So let's open this one. So this one is limited edition, another 3,000, right? So only 3,000 of these pins were made. So it's going to be something that is a little bit more unique, a little bit more rare, and something super cute to have for our collection. All right, I'll show a couple more. And so this is the new Canada Mickey pin. We collect all Canada pins because we're obviously from Canada and it's something that we really like to collect. So the Canada pin is something that we found this year and we hadn't seen this one yet. So we had to have this guy. And these spring rides, these are limited edition pins as well. And there was a whole series with these. So the spring rides are cute. So this Mickey Mouse can go like back and forth on here. And we got one of the genie and he goes back and forth like this. And these were on sale for $5 from $20 at Cast Connection. So these were limited edition 4,000. And we got them for $5, which is pretty good. We're probably going to keep Sorcerer Mickey, but I think we'll probably trade the Genie just because he's not something that we really collect, but he is something more rare that people do collect sometimes. So this might be a valuable trader because somebody might want him one day. we are also obsessed with the Skyliner. These are two pins that are not limited edition or limited release or anything like that, but these are two Skyliner pins that are absolutely amazing. This one moves back and forth. I think it does anyway. Oh, there. This one moves back like this and forth, like you're riding the Skyliner, which I absolutely love. This was another one I really liked from this trip. So this is a Topolino. It says Viva Topolino Epcot, and it's Mickey riding on a, I think it's called a gondola boat, right? Through Italy. So we got this at the, I think we got it at the Italy Pavilion in Epcot or the pin store at Disney Springs. One of the two. Of course, I had to get a couple of Figment pins because who would I be if I didn't collect a couple of Figgy pins? That is just very on brand for me. This one is a Figment pin too. This is the Starbucks Discover series. So it's got Figment and Remy, which are like my two favorites at Epcot. So I had to have that one. Another Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. I absolutely love that movie. It's one of my absolute favorites. So what other cute ones can I show you guys? These two pins, these are actually some of the most unique pins we traded for. So these are, I don't know if you can see this. They are like park tickets. It says Magic Kingdom admission. So this one has Fantasyland, Frontierland, Adventureland, and Liberty Square, and it has some of the attractions. I'm trying to get a better picture of that. It has some of the attractions on there, which is really cool. I love, again, it's vintage, it looks old, I'm a fan, right? And this one is the other one. So this one says Main Street, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Liberty Square, Frontierland, Adventureland, and it has some of the attractions on there. I'm hoping that that's clear. It's hard to see in my little camera, but we traded for these pins. That was really awesome that we found some cool and unique ones to trade. And the rest of the pins that we got, I think I've shown you in some of my traders. Oh, here was one of the other hats that I got. I got Cinderella, I got Cogsworth, and I got Ariel. And I was looking for, I think there's 3 more that I need that I was totally unsuccessful getting, but sometimes that's just how it works out with pin trading. Here's another one that we traded for that was really cool. It says Horizons Florida, so like Horizons at Epcot, a little license plate set. Really like this one. So the cool thing about pin trading is that you never know who you're going to see, and you never know what sort of pins are going to be available. So always bring your traders with you, because you never know who you're going to find at the parks, and you never know what somebody's gonna have, and you never really know what you're looking for until you see it. So I felt like that was a lot. I felt like it was slightly disorganized, but I really love seeing everybody's pins, so I hope you liked that pin show and tell. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking and commenting on this video. Your support means the world to me. If you need help planning a Disney vacation, I am a travel agent specializing in Disney destinations. I am no cost to you. You can fill out my quote form at displannerjenna.com, or you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I am at displannerjenna. I would be absolutely honored to represent you and help you plan the most magical vacation. And until next time, have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.